Om Sai Ram. This is your Krishnamurti J from JK Vedanta Shastro. You would have seen my Bhrigunandi Nadi videos and numerology videos. Today I am going to combine both Bhrigunandi Nadi and numerology. Actually, what I can say is I am surprised to see the results. If you know your date of your birth, date means day and month and year I am talking. If you know that, we can easily guess your horoscope. That means planetary positions. That is why I am making this video. As I am going to make a brief video, because in this subject we can take 3 days, 4 days class. So I am going to make it a small video on this to create awareness on this. So I am giving only very important points and relevant points. My dear friends, previously this channel was known as a JK Astro. Now it is known as a JK Vedanta Shastro. If you type JK Vedanta Shastro, you will get all my videos. You can see. I request you to subscribe and share, because whatever the knowledge I am having, I am sharing with you. The same way I expect you also to share this video so that this knowledge will go to everyone. Now we will come to the subject. See, what I done, I selected 3 charts. One chart is ordinary level. What I can say is it's a maid servant granddaughter. That means from a lower sector of the society. Another one is a top politician, successful politician, and we all admired about that politician. And next is richest man in Asia, and firstly is also one of the richest men in the world. So his chart already I discussed also in Raja Yoga video. Now we will see just for comparison how the date of birth and chart indicates the same thing. I am just sharing this knowledge with you. See here, this girl, that is maidservant granddaughter, was born on 15/6/2021. So first we will see. There are 4 components in that. If you see my numerology video, you will understand this very easily. Birth number, psychic compound number, destiny number, and pyramid compound number is there. Apart from that, your name also will emit some energy. That is why for the name we will give some number, and that number and your birth number should synchronize, or should whatever the energy your horoscope has got, it should act like a booster. Then only you can come up in your life. See here, what I see, 15 will take, that is a birth number, that is a birth date number. Okay, so 15, this birth date number, what it indicates? It indicates your personality, your desire, your way of thinking, all those things. What desire I can have? If I can have the desire that I want to become a Prime Minister of India or or President of US, but whether it will happen, there the destiny compound number will act. What the destiny compound number says, within that only I can play around. I can see my capabilities. I can increase up to the destiny compound number level. More than that I can't increase it. Okay, unless your destiny number supports you, your desires won't be fulfilled. All your desires will remain as a dream, if it is destiny number, compound number is not supporting. Destiny compound number and pyramid compound number is also very important. This pyramid compound number is worked for the birth dates. And same way, we have to work it for name also. See here, we'll take birth number 15. So 15 means 1 is Sun, 5 is the Mercury. If you add both the things, then it will come Sun and Mercury and Sun and Venus. Okay, because 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. If you see the chart, see whatever the birth date indicates, you can see in the chart also. Venus and Sun are connected, conjoined. After the Parivartana is done, Venus and Mercury has got a Parivartana. After Parivartana, Mercury comes to Sun, Venus goes to Taurus. So when retro Mercury comes to Gemini, then this 1-5 has got a significance. And Venus after Parivartana, it joins with the Rahu. Okay, now we will see what does that mean. Venus means indicates wealth. So Venus joining with Rahu, it indicates the loss of wealth or born in a poor family. Okay, we will see the destiny number 17. See the psychic number already we have seen. Psychic compound number 6, Venus. That's why Venus and Mercury we are talking about. Sun does not have connection with Ketu. It indicates, but if you add 1 plus 7, it indicates 8. So that Saturn has got Saturn, it indicates, see 8 comes means hardworking or laborers, mass or humility, humiliation, all these things play are what is that? Quick luck, death, Ayush, everything 8 indicates. So Saturn, it indicates, see when the destiny compound number indicates 8 means what it indicates? It indicates she is from a working class people, not born with a silver spoon. And Saturn here you see, Saturn even though it connects with Rahu and Venus, after Parivartan, before Parivartan, Mercury, all these things, but Saturn is retro. Saturn is moving opposite direction, not forward direction. So it is coming towards Ketu. Saturn is coming towards Ketu. That is also there. So it is also moving from, see, Mars and Moon are deadliest enemies for Saturn. Both are aspecting each other. That is also one of the problems. So Mars is the deadliest enemy, and Mars is also debilitated. Moon is in one house, Saturn is also one house, but retro. So after retro also it comes in contact with the Ketu. So this all indicates she is from a very poor family. Okay, how about the pyramid compound number? It has got any improvement? See here, it indicates 4 means Rahu, 5 means Mercury. So Rahu and Mercury combination already there in the chart. But Mercury is retro. What it indicates? See, wherever this Mercury is retro, what I have seen, those people, they are very intelligent, out of box thinking. That means, see, out of box thinking means I can give a very good example. In my previous video also I have given this example. See, everybody in the world has seen lot of objects are falling from the height to the ground level because of the gravitational force. Now we know why the objects are falling down and reaching the ground level. It is because of the gravitational force. But before Newton, nobody has not thought about it. They thought it's quite natural. Only Newton thought when the apple fell down from a tree, he was thinking why the apple, instead of staying there or going up, why it is coming down? What is the force is pulling it down? Then he came to know that he analyzed and he said it is a gravitational force. That gravitational force only is pulling everything to the earth. Otherwise we will be all floating around, not walking around. Okay, let us not go in detail. And Saturn retro, what it indicates? Frequent changes in our destiny. If he has got a job, she will frequently change the job. She may not stay in one place, in one job. Mercury retro indicates intelligent, out-of-box thinking, they study more, lot of educational qualification they'll acquire, but what will happen? It won't be useful to your job. See, it is like this. I will do PhD in biotechnology, but after doing that, I will go and work in a bank. Is there any connection with the bank, finance and biotechnology? No. Here, this retro Mercury is connected with Rahu. So, this girl may study foreign languages also. Okay, these are just analysis I have done. My main focus is whatever the birth details are there, date, month and year, and if you add all those things corresponds with the horoscope. And apart from that, with this thing itself, we can say this will be good or not. Okay, now let us go to another chart. So this girl is born in a poor family, not very rich, not born with a silver spoon and other thing, and a lower strata of society. Now we will go. This is Madam Indira Gandhi's chart. Everybody know about her. I need not tell. She was ruling India for a long time and won Bangladesh also, and she earned a very good name and very tough lady, all these things. Now we will see her date of birth. 1911, 1917 is her date of birth. So we will take only date, birth date number 19. So Sun and Mars both are hot planets. So she is very, very commanding and aggressive and very hot. Sun and Mars indicates they are very bold. She is very bold to take any decision. Very administrative capacity, leadership quality, and everything is there. Because Sun is king, Mars is the commander. Okay, that's why she won with a determination, without bothering about the consequences. She won the war in Bangladesh. They liberated the Bangladesh from the Pakistan clutches. Here, Sun is not connected with Mars, but you observe that there is a parivartan. Sun and Mars are having a parivartan. So, Sun is going to, but even before parivartan, they are in a very friendly houses. And Sun has got a Jupiter's aspect. After Mars comes here, Mars will get a Jupiter's aspect. That will come later. We will bring the Jupiter later. Now only we will concentrate Sun and Mars, because 1 and 9 only we are talking. And Mars is coming to Scorpio, Sun is going to Leo. here in this Parivartana, Sun is a very good Parivartana because it is going to his own house and it is a Leo. That means Leo means it is a king's house. It is a Mula Trikona house, an own house and Mula Trikona house. But Mars coming to Scorpio is not a good one because after coming here, Mars is joining with the Mercury because Mercury and Mars are deadliest enemies. Mercury posited in Mars house itself is very bad for education, and again Mars is coming and contacting that means Mars will become a somebody's house itself is not good. The owner and also comes who is the enemy to you, then it will be a problem. So for Mercury, that is the situation. We will analyze further about that. Yes, Sun and Mars, even though they are not connected, I already told you, and they become strong. Even before Parivartan, they are in a friendly house. That also I mentioned. So here, 1 and 9, if you put it, then psychic compound number will become 1. So Sun already we have seen when it when goes for a Parivartan, then because Sun Parivartan will happen very frequently because Sun is moving every month one house, that Parivartan will happen very frequently. That is why this Parivartan is very good. And after this 1 9, if you add it, it will become 1. Again Sun. Sun is very good here. And after Parivartan, what happens? Sun connects with the Venus. Before Parivartan also, Sun has got the second house. So Sun has got in the second house, Venus is there. Of course, Venus with Rahu, that is not good. So what happens? What it indicates? Sun, Venus second house with Rahu. It indicates. In the last chart, we have what we have seen. Venus with Rahu, it gives a poverty. So what happened? Sun before, that means Sun means this Indira Gandhi, Madam Indira Gandhi's father, Jawaharlal Nehru. When he was born, that family was in a poor condition. After his born, that family's fortune became very good because Sun is going to Leo's house, and fortunately here Venus has also has got a Parivartan. Jupiter and Venus has got a Parivartan. So because of this Parivartan, Venus goes out of clutches of Rahu and goes to his own house. So it is very good. And after Leo, Sun going to Leo also, it's connect with the Venus. So all these things indicate father, that means father's father, that means grandfather was not in a good position. And then afterwards, the grandfather became very rich because Rahu-Venus connection is grandfather again it comes. So grandfather became very rich, and because of that Motilal Nehru became very rich, and he was also good post and other because Sun is connecting here also connecting there. After going to Leo also connecting, the grandfather became powerful, and father studied very well because Sun Mercury combination, father studied very well, and all these things happened. So grandparents also prospered, and when Sun comes to Leo, it connects with the Saturn also. Even when Sun was in Scorpio, Saturn was connecting. So that is why the Indira Gandhi, Madam Indira Gandhi, was a simple lady. When Jawaharlal Nehru was lived, nobody thought Madam Indira Gandhi would become a Prime Minister one day, and she would become a very strong and other things. But she earned a name as an Iron Lady. Saturn connects with Sun, and Saturn connects there also. And Venus, Jupiter, Parivartan, and Sun, Mars, Parivartan help this chart very much. And the destiny number will come to destiny number. Destiny number 39. So 19 plus 11 plus 19, 17, if you add it, 39 is coming. 39 means 3 is Jupiter and 9 is Mars. So here after Parivartan, Jupiter and Mars are getting connected, and after Parivartan of Jupiter, Venus, Jupiter again it comes to second house to Mars. So both are connected. But after Parivartan, I already told you, Mars connected to Mercury, that is the deadliest enemy, no good. So even though some education was there, but no proper education and no younger siblings. Because father was in, Jawaharlal Nehru was in jail and mother was ill and all these things, not very conducive atmosphere at that time to get a proper education for our Prime Minister, late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. And no younger siblings also. And Jupiter aspect Sun. That means she was the eldest child. Jupiter's aspect Sun and Mercury gave some education, but not full. I already told you. And Jupiter is having a connection with Mars and Sun, continuous contact, that gives actually status for father, and even after marriage with Madam Indira Gandhi, even husband had got the status, because this female chart, Mars shows as a husband. And the pyramid number 79. 79 means Ketu and Mars. Mars, already I told you, it indicates husband also. See, because Ketu and Mars connected, no marital happiness. Madam was secluded but aggressive. Even if you add 7, 9, it indicates 7, Ketu. Because of this Ketu, what happens? She was very simple in her appearance. Cotton saree, one Rudraksha in her neck. No ornaments, no shiny stuffs and other things. And she was connected to a yogi also. So see how simple. If you train your mind with somebody tells the date of birth, immediately you can connect the planets in the chart. It must be, this planet must be good, this planet must be not good, this planets, with that thing, immediately you can arrive the chart mentally. And what are the connection with the planets, how it will be, all those things we can do it. Now, we are coming to the another chart which we have discussed in our Raja Yoga chart very in detail. Here I am just making a effort to combine the chart with the date of birth. See, again here you see birth number is 19, Sun and Mars. Here you see the Sun. Madam Indira Gandhi's chart, so that's why she was very simple lady. When Jawaharlal Nehru was alive, she was only host for the dignitaries visiting to her house. But after death of Jawaharlal Nehru, somebody came as a Prime Minister after some gap only. Madam Indira Gandhi was pushed to the Prime Ministership. And she was a puppet for some time. And then only she came out of the shadow and she started her own Indira Gandhi Congress. Then she became a very powerful. Because in the initial stage, Sun was not very powerful. Here it is not the case. You see, when he was born with a silver spoon, with lot of, Aishwarya, not silver spoon, golden spoon, Aishwarya and the sun. It indicates father was a very strong man, because sun is exalted here. And also it connected with Mars. See, Mars is in the second house to sun, so good connection is there. And after Parivartana, Mars come to his own house, Venus goes to his own house. So there is also again sun connected to Mars, in his exalted sun, and Mars in his own house. So king and commander both are in the same place. So very good connection there. And already I discussed in Raja Yoga thing, Venus and Ketu are very good thing, because Venus and Ketu indicates that Mahalakshmi Yoga. Okay. And even if you had 1 9, it becomes sun. Again, sun is exalted. And destiny number 36 is coming. 36 means Jupiter and Venus. Again, Jupiter, Venus is connected. 5-9 position. Jupiter in his friend's house. So both are strong actually. Jupiter is in friend's house, and Venus is in Aries. After Parivartana, it's coming to his own house. So those things indicate. See, even after Parivartana, the Sun, Mars, Mercury, Ketu connects to the Venus, and Jupiter also. Jupiter connects to Sun, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Ketu. And Saturn is also Saturn retro here. Saturn first it connects with the Mars, that's the deadliest enemy. Then afterwards, after Parivartana, Venus comes into the play. So Saturn-Venus connection is coming. So here, Sun, Venus, Jupiter, Moon are in the same direction. All in fiery signs. See how many planets are connected, you see. Before Parivartana, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Ketu, Jupiter and Moon are connected. After Parivartana, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Ketu, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars, Sun, Ketu, Jupiter, Moon are connected. So, see how many all planets all connected here. And this combination of exalted Sun and connection, that exalted Sun has got a connection with all the planets. See, almost all the planets has got connection. See, the Sun. See, if we take Sun, Mercury, Venus, Ketu, Jupiter, Moon is coming. Then, when the Saturn, because of retro, it comes to this place. What is this? Libra. Again, all these planets getting connected. So, this pyramid number, if you see, 28, Moon and Saturn. Again, Moon and Saturn are connected or not, you just see. Saturn is in Scorpio, Moon is in Sagittarius, so 212 position. And Saturn is retro, again, see 311 position is coming. So, is actually friend, is what I can say is, if you go, it is a research subject. One can go on research on this. When you research and your mind practices these numbers, then you will be an expert. And in numerology, I have put it in, I have posted a video how the numerology, phases of numerology, how the pyramid number works, how the destiny number works, how psychic compound number works. Everything I posted in a Tamil video. Shortly I will make it as an English video, but it is a 1.5 hours video. But if after making it in English, if you see that you will be good for you. With this, I end this video. Please subscribe, share and comment, because whatever the knowledge I got, I am sharing with you. The same thing I expect from you also. That will be good for you and good for others also. Thank you. Good day for you and thank you very much. With this, I end this video. We will see in our next video.